Hey, Melissa.
Hi, Lenore. How are
How,
you?
I'm good.
Good, good.
How are you?
Good. Welcome to Mind Mingle.
Yes, for another exciting topic. Melissa and I are very excited to talk to you about.
Shame. Shame, shame, shame. It's a
Oh,
topic that comes up a lot,
oh
huh?
my gosh, I just wanted to cross my fingers. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you.
Yes.
Ooh,
Ooh, what feeling came up in your body as I said it multiple times?
wow. That was like a little tingle in my stomach, but I remember feeling shame was always like a kick to
Mm.
the gut,
Mhm.
almost like a doubled over. I don't know what hit me.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most powerful emotions. Yeah, mine is definitely like a quick temperature change, a kick to the gut, and that nausea. I get so
Mm.
nauseous when I'm shameful.
What do you think? People ask me this a lot, and I struggled with this a lot when I was in school. What do you think the difference is between shame and guilt? Because they're close cousins.
They're close cousins, but different. Guilt, I did something wrong. Shame, I am wrong.
Guilt, I did something wrong. Shame, I am wrong. So shame is like a character flaw,
Yes,
to put it in
yes.
AA terms, right?
Yes, yes. So guilt, maybe I'm guilty that I was speeding and I
Mm.
almost got a ticket. Guilt can be helpful. It can be a nudge to change that behavior.
Keeps us in line,
Keeps us in line,
keeps us following the
right?
rules.
And we want to have a appropriate amount of guilt if we're doing something wrong, because that's an indicator that our intuition is working, right? Or our moral compass is
Our
online.
moral compass is online. Yeah, you're not going to lie in front of if you're sworn in
Yes.
court. I mean, you could,
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
then you might feel shame
Yeah.
afterwards.
Where shame is a bit more pervasive. Shame is I'm bad. It's not just the behavior is bad. I'm bad to my core. And everything about me is bad. And it's almost this scarlet letter I'm wearing with me.
Yes, like you have an affair and you feel shame, where therapists always know if you have an affair, it means your marriage was dead.
Mm.
Just no one would call it dead,
Mm.
but you're never really out looking if you're happy at home. Maybe you don't agree with me.
No, 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 no.
It's okay if you
I
don't.
no, I also think sometimes an affair is like escapism, right? It's
Yes. Oh, for sure.
like an addictive
Oh, yeah.
thing. Like it feeds
100%.
me that dopamine. It feeds me that rush, that instant gratification. So oh no, we should do a whole nother thing
We
on
should do a whole nother
affairs.
thing on
That's what
affairs.
that long pause was, because
Okay.
I had a thousand thoughts at
We
once,
could do one
but
on affairs, but when I
yeah.
describe shame to clients, this is the easiest way I've always understood shame. It's like when you're 8 years old and you wet the
Mm,
bed
mm,
and you hide it. You try to hide it.
mm. Yes. Yes. Or like sometimes when kids are coming of adolescent age and women get their first menstrual cycle, a lot of them intuitively
Yes.
hide that they're bleeding. They hide that they need assistance. And it's just this embedded thing that something's wrong with me.
Something's wrong with me and it goes against a moral code,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes. So I see clients carry shame for all sorts of things. And um, I am no judge or no jury, but it seems like they hold on to shame for things that outsiders wouldn't think they should, right? Do you see that with your
Oh,
clients?
absolutely. And shame is, I think, one of the things that definitely isn't solved by talk therapy.
No.
You really have to do some EMDR, eye
Yes.
movement desensitization and reprocessing to get rid of that shame.
Because it is so embedded in your body.
So embedded. It's
Mhm.
part of your cell structure. It
Mhm.
just stays there.
Oh, perfect example. I I was telling someone, oh, I feel really bad that I scared my parents. I had a panic attack in front of my parents and they had
Mm.
never seen it before and it scared them. And I said, oh, I feel so bad.
Mm.
And they said, well, you shouldn't feel bad. it's not on you to care what your parents think. That didn't move the needle for me.
Yeah.
It's so intellectually, they're probably right. It's not my responsibility.
Logically, they're right.
But emotionally and somatically, I don't want to scare my parents.
Yeah.
It's such an internal.
Yeah. And
deep
I
thing.
want them to approve of me. And if I'm having a panic attack,
Yes,
that's signaling that they're not approving, that they haven't done a good job. Like
Yes.
you're putting a lot of
yeah,
guilt back on them.
yeah. It's all sorts of stuff, all while you're trying to de-escalate a panic attack. No, so that makes it worse. If you didn't figure that out already, that makes the panic attack go longer.
A lot worse.
But yeah, this shame. I see my clients all the time. I'm not good enough. I'm a bad person. I don't deserve happiness. I don't deserve love.
I'm shameful.
I'm shameful. Those are all embedded in shame. And I think there's a lot of ways shame gets manifested, Lenore, but like, what do you think is an important part of the shame puzzle?
An important part of the shame puzzle is how much was put on you and how much you're taking on yourself and putting on yourself.
Ugh. Lenore showed me this wonderful article. It's in Vanity Fair. And it's by Eugenia Peretz, Girls Interrupted. But there's this quote that's so perfect with what Lenore is just saying. The quote says, "The shame I feel is also his shame." And that's what predators, I think, do. They take their shame and they put it on you, and you have to carry it. How powerful.
How powerful. The story is about a sexual predator from their high school.
Ugh.
And they feel shame because they're having thoughts of younger, they're having thoughts that A, are immoral, to B, illegal.
Mm-hmm.
They can't stop their desire.
Mm-hmm.
No one's agreeing with it. It's probably the lowest thing you could do in society. So they carry shame for their thoughts and their actions, but they take their shame and they put it on the people that they're victims. They're putting their shame on their victims.
Yeah. And we also see that with people sometimes who engage in casual sex, right? So that's nothing predatory wise, but say two consenting people engage in sex and it's consensual, it's delightful, and you might see the next day, we unfortunately see it a lot where men will say, "Oh, well, that girl was easy," or "that girl was," insert whatever derogatory term.
Yeah, well, there you go. We could insert a couple.
Right? So that's shifting your shame onto someone else.
Shifting your shame onto someone else. Absolutely. And taking that weight that you feel and making it into a character flaw of theirs.
Of the other person. So like Lenore said, carrying what is my shame, but also what are the labels I'm putting on myself? So if something happened to me, say I was assaulted, am I carrying a label that I'm broken or that I'm dirty or that I'm not strong or good enough? We see that a lot.
That's why women don't report, and men too. They don't report. Men that are assaulted by other men will never report. Or rarely report. Very because rare. It's the shame of, oh, maybe I'm homosexual. I'm a terrible person. Right? That's what holds them back from reporting.
Yes. And what a heartbreaking sentiment. I can't report this wildly violating thing that happened to me because of the fear that other people will label me.
Which is often why victims of rape, the first thing they'll do is take a shower.
Yes.
To try to wash off the shame that's been transferred to them.
Yes. Oh, yes. So it's so interesting that we try to wash off the shame, but then we reinforce it over and over and over again with the way we talk to ourselves.
Absolutely.
So we're embedding that further and further and further into our neural pathways, into our brain chemistry.
Melissa and I were talking the other day about the language around rape. And what was the actress's name?
Mariska. She's the main character in Law and Order SVU. Mariska,
Begins with an H, but
yeah,
I'll look it up.
Detective Benson.
Detective Benson. You all know Detective Benson.
And she was talking about even the language where women will say, I was raped. I was raped. Like something, I did something. That's what it sounds like. Not the perpetrator attacked me. I was raped. And there's such a power in where's the perpetrator in that sentence?
That's amazing. That was like a big aha moment that Melissa and I talked about. That's huge. I was raped.
Right.
And Melissa's too young, but I remember back in the day, it was like, well, what were you wearing? Well, what did you do to provoke this? Well, why were you in that place at that time?
Well, and unfortunately, I'm not too young because that's still a conversation.
Oh God, that's horrible.
It's horrible. And I mean, when I was, when I was in college, it was all of those things, but it was also how much were you drinking, or was she high, or was she partying? And it was almost this idea, well, if she was drunk, then it was almost null and void. And it's like, no, there's still no consent there.
There's no consent.
There's still no
There's
consent.
still a predatory
element
to that.
Yes. But yes, unfortunately, those are still the conversations. Well, what was she wearing? Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Or even sometimes people will say, well, don't report it because nothing's gonna happen anyway. These are all messages that instill that shame further and further and embed it further and further into you. So it's our responsibility to not take and carry what's put onto us, right?
Absolutely. Or try to figure out, number one, how to change your language, or number two, how to get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say 9 times out of 10, it's how to get rid of it because it's so embedded in us. I mean, I used this example before, but if I trip up the stairs, my first thought is, you big dummy. Who just saw you? Not like, oh, did I hurt myself or what? It's just like, oh, you dummy,
But there's a third option to that shame. Make sure you don't make it worse. Ooh. Because sometimes those messages that we have take root in our brain and just become worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And that just goes along with you forever. So try to change your language. Language is important because it's reinforcing the messages that you have.
Language is so important. Just how we started the episode was saying, oh my gosh, this is how I feel shame in my body. Take note of what you're calling yourself and how does it sit in your body?
Yes. And if you know anybody, let's try to change the language about rape. Or about I was raped. Instead, say, this was what was done to me.
This is what was done to me. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's very powerful.
It is very powerful. And and think about people shifting their shame onto you. Know where that's coming from. And then kind of say to yourself, nope, I'm not taking that on.
I love that this is what was done to me, even in other aspects we have shame about. So say I did do something wrong to my parents. Say I was a jerk to my parents and I have feelings of guilt about that have seeped into shame. Okay, so I don't like that behavior. I was maybe not nice to my parents in that moment. Okay, I can shift or change that behavior. So I can own it. I can be accountable and then shift my behavior and not fall into shame of I'm a bad daughter. I'm a bad human. So I love that. This is what was done to me, or this is what was done.
This was what was done. So as usual, it was fun. Think about your language, and we will be exploring this topic of shame. I'm sure it's not going to go away anytime soon.
No, more conversations to be had on Mind Mingle about it.
And as usual, what do we always say? It's all going to work out.
Don't worry, it's all going to work out.
It's all going to work out. Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks.
Bye.